Alright, all you crazy stunners and future cast wearers in a local hospital near you, welcome back to Under the Radar. And just a couple of seconds ago, my friend Jay Meeks just sent me a picture of an irradiated Death Claw getting RKO'd by Randy Orton, which had me thinking, I wonder if they could come up with a mod gun that shoots out Randy Orton's to RKO every enemy in the game. But besides that crazy idea, I think it's time for us to check out your crazy stunts and see if your idea goes a lot better than mine's in the middle of the night for a very special edition of the Wild World of Stunts. And the first stunt that we have up comes from the stunner Swan Shrew, nice name by the way, with his said stunt, Swan Shrew Laser. And in this said stunt, which features him flying a laser, which is unheard of nowadays because not many people can get their hands on that said plane, would show him going to the Grand Sonora Desert and not only flying under the needle and under the bridge, not once, but would go up and do a full-on moonsault and do it again, only the second time for his plane to get a little bit of a car wash from the water underneath and just fly away with a clean getaway. So not only he was able to thread the needle twice, folks, but he was able to make his plane sparkly clean with the water from the river. And Maestro is doubting the cleansing powers of that river because he could have sworn he saw a dead animal in there, but that's besides the point because he would give this a perfect 10 along with the PR department and the doctors on standby, and I'll join in too. Yeah, definitely a 10 for this cool stunt. And the next stunt that we have up that I got a feeling it's gonna join that perfect 10 list comes from the stunner Dominizer with their said stunt, Buggy Win. And how in the world can a buggy that can flip cars over win? Well, we find out by Dominizer actually running through the streets of Los Santos, flipping cars like pancakes at an early IHOP breakfast, only for him to go into the tunnel, make a wrong turn, and for his car to do what Slippy told him to do, or more or less General Pepper from Star Fox 64, and do a barrel roll for him to land on all four wheels like what, Maestro? Like a glove! For him to just spin off in the right direction and drive off like nothing ever happened. And the Maestro said I was right about what I said before. He's giving this stunt a 10 and so is everybody else. Not bad. Not bad. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the stunner Logan 7541 with their stunt Project 67, which I'm gonna rename the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleader Tryouts. And the reason why I say that, folks, is because our stunner here that goes by the name of, well, Logan, decided to shoot a cactus in the Grand Sonora Desert with a atomizer gun and would go into head over heels flip mode and just flip through the skies over and over again like he was hit by a stone cold stunner from Steve Austin himself, only for him to flip back up on his feet and land on both feet on the ground after doing all of these flips, and at least 6 of them, like what, Maestro? Like a glove. And the fact that he was able to do that many flips and still land on his feet makes me believe that neither he's a witch or has that witch from the TV show of Bewitched or knows personally Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Any form of witch you could think of, I got a feeling he had him on speed dial to actually pull off this stunt, because I got a feeling Ripley's is gonna have to see this to believe this. How in the world he was able to do that? And everybody's shrugging their shoulders, so we'll just chalk it up to magic. Right. And the next stunt that we have up comes from the creator, Hoi Arul, and hopefully we got that name right, with their stunt, Ep.4, which translates into the motorcycle that tried to fly. And the stunner that would try to fly this said motorcycle would go by the name of Enrique the Fox, oh fancy, who would actually try to fly this motorcycle over the church, and would do so by wheeling down the street, jumping over the grass, which I'm surprised is a solid object in this game, would be able to make it to the roof of the church, skip off the top of it all while doing a 180, and would land backwards on the ground with both wheels hitting the floor like what, maestro?
Like a glove?
For his bike to spin the other way around and for him to race off like nothing ever happened. Now, I don't know how in the world all of these stunts are going successfully this week, but I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, Maestro, the PR department, and everybody else is, but we promised that somebody was gonna get put in a cast by the end of this show, and we want to deliver on that, but other than that, cool stunt, man. Cool stunt. And Maestro informed me that my disappointment is about to come to an end because the next stunt that we have up comes from the stuntress, the Marty Super, nice name by the way, with their stunt, I Can Fly. And during this stunt, Marty, and I wonder if her last name is McFly, cause she's trying to fly off the top of Mount Chiliad here, would end up flying off the top of Mount Chiliad from the top of the radio tower or the gondola services that are available on the top of Mount Chiliad, and then at the last second before hitting the ground would jump off the bike, activate her parachute, and would soar through the skies, avoiding trees left and right, and barely dodging these trees by a third of an inch. But unfortunately for Marty here, her luck would run out the second she was about to get near the train tracks, because her chute would get caught near one of the trees and she would be hurled it through the air, doing a 450 or a 630, only slamming into the ground next to the train tracks by the gravel, spinning on her back almost like a breakdancer, and landing right on the center of the tracks to just lie there and writhe in pain. And according to the Maestro, and apparently from the doctor's report here, she has suffered a broken back, a broken couple of ribs, and apparently, I don't know how in the world she was able to do this, also able to crack her sternum as well upon impact. And oh, I almost forgot, doctors told me, with this long list, yep, she Inspector Gadget herself, which means she broke just about every bone in her body upon landing. Well, it would have been a lot simpler if you had said that, but yeah, there you go, folks. That full body cast we promised you, there it is. And if you guys want to check out anybody else out there trying to get themselves maimed for unnecessary fame, or even give it a try for yourselves for stunt fame as well, you can head on over to the Rockstar Social Club page, only known as socialclub.rockstargames.com, and just head on over to that video page to check out which one of these crazy stunners out there is gonna get stuffed into a cast just like a Thanksgiving turkey that will be cooked by this weekend, or by the end of this week, because Thanksgiving is this week, just in case a couple of you who are putting up Christmas tree lights already forgotten. You know, I'm here to remind you, just in case you got a concussion like one of these stunners for this week. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into those musical tunes once again. And when we return, we will find out who was the best of the best for this month with another edition of the GTA Online Top 5 Tracks of the Month, as Under the Radar rolls on right after this. So don't break any bones just yet, folks, and stay tuned.